Gordon started coaching baseball in 1994, the first year of what was then known as TPSS Babe Ruth League, Silver Park Silver Spring Babe Ruth League Baseball. And he started that endeavor with Coach G, the founder of TPSS Baseball, Jerry Weinstein, who's here today. In 1998, Gordon started coaching in DCC. He later went on to coach in NCBA and various travel ball leagues in Montgomery County. He coached Blair High School players in the summer and fall leagues until 2004, when he rejoined TPSS, coaching at the 10U level. He continued coaching in TPSS in Major 60 and Major 70 under Commissioners Bill Blattner and Rick Salzman. Many of those players, such as Adam Lott, Lowell Ensel, and David Hilt, later played for Blair High School right here on this field. In 2012, Gordon was invited to coach the Blair JV team, first with Jeremy Stelzner, and later with Elvis Paulino and Alex Rumbaugh. The JV posted an 8-4 record in 2013, a 12-0 record in 2014, and a 10-2 record last year in 2015. And the JV is off to a 4-2 start this season, so that tradition of excellence continues. And now we'd like to bring out our first speaker today. This is TPSS Baseball Commissioner Jose Dominguez. Jose, the microphone is yours.
Thank you. So thank you. Welcome today for being here. So I'm the commissioner of the Silver Park Silver Spring Baseball, and we are a local baseball league working with kids to teach them about the game, the basics of the game, and we've been really fortunate to have worked with Gordon for a very long time. He's done everything from coach to lead clinics to been an advisor for the league on any question we have regarding young people in baseball. I think in regards to Gordon and the league, I think any parent who has seen him coach our kids, will say that Gordon loves to teach, and he makes the game so simple. And that's truly what you get when you have such a wonderful teacher and just such a master of the game like Gordon. The game is always just so simple and fun to him. I'm grateful that both my sons have been able to be coached by Gordon, and I know that they're going to hold on to those lessons for the rest of their life. And I think another thing that we learn as parents watching Gordon is the importance of team. Gordon always wants the players to be in the game. You may be sitting on the bench, you may be helping someone play catch, but you're always in the game and you're always there to support your teammate when you're playing. It's team first. And thank you, for teaching us those lessons. Let's give him a round of applause too while we're at it. So Gordon, the league has some gifts for you. So we wanted to present them to you. Here's the first gift. So you can open that one at home, but the next one we'd like to share now and share with the public. So this is the proof of the plaque that will be hanging at the dugout. It'll be right there as folks come through. They'll be able to see the impact that boys and girls have had because of Gordon. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you, Jose. And our second speaker is Coach G himself, Gary Weinstein.
In 1994, on day one of registration, I'm sitting at the table and people come up with coach preference. And it said Gordon Pavy. Next one, Gordon Pavy. Next one, Gordon Pavy. I was like, who's Gordon Pavy? The next parent says, this is not a preference. Gordon must be my son's coach. He's not playing unless Gordon's coach. I said, how do you know Gordon? I've come to learn that Gordon is one of the finest youth coaches and people I've ever known in the whole world. Thank you.
Thank you, Gene. Our third speaker is Thunderbolts founder Dick O'Connor.
Good morning. It's a real honor to be here today. Gordon has been an integral part of the Thunderbolts organization since day one. In fact, he's one of the founding board of members, and he was one of the chief architects in the organization in his early years, from 2000 until 2014. Gordon was also very instrumental, many of you don't know, in raising funds to build this stadium. And in fact, Gordon has gone beyond just raising money. He actually has physically helped build this stadium. I can remember in 2002, Jamie Frank, Gordon, and I helped move some of the blocks that were out there over here onto the platform here so the masons could actually build that dugout. So it's very appropriate that the dedication plaque is going to be on that dugout, because that has been, in many respects, Gordon's home for the past 15 years. On behalf of the Thunderbolts organization and the entire Thunderbolts participants, we've been able to work diligently over the past week, and I'm here today to present a check to Gordon, which we hope is going to be going directly to the charities of his choice, $750. And we thank him for his effort and his participation.
Thank you, Dick. And our next speaker from the Blair baseball program, head coach Eric Volkowitz.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out today to celebrate this wonderful man. It's truly deserving. I haven't been as lucky as many of you, as I only got to meet Gordon about 5 years ago when we both started coaching here at Blair High School together. But during that time, I've watched and learned so much from him, not just about coaching the game of baseball, but how to treat people with respect and how to help many young men grow to become adults and to respect and love the game of baseball that we all do. He's truly a gift and inspiration to the Blair baseball community. I myself consider myself a better person for having gotten to know and meet and coach with you, Gordon, and I know all of our players feel the same way. Rather than me keep talking and saying a lot of the things we've heard, I've asked a couple of our former players to say a few things. One of who could not be here today is Adam Lott. So Adam sent me this, which he asked me to read in honor of Gordon. It said, Coach Pavy started working with my team when I was very young. He immediately introduced us to the subtleties of baseball strategy. Besides the basics of bunting and stealing, Coach Pavy always had an arsenal of trick plays he loved to implement. These included taking second base on a walk, distracting runners on second base to pick them off, and the intentional rundown. But the most important thing we learned from Coach Pavy was how to be students of the game. He always stressed the importance of staying mentally alert during a game, and he liked to say that we should always know the count, number of outs, where the runners are on base, the inning, and score at all times during the game. He would constantly invite the whole team over to his house to watch MLB games on his TiVo or films of ourselves so that we can analyze mechanics and learn how to make ourselves better players. This quality of Coach Pavy instilled in me as a young age. The ability to learn from the game is largely responsible for the success I've had as a player in the Blair baseball program. Without Coach Pavy's guidance throughout my life, I would not have been the player I was, and I would not love the game as much as I do now. The second player I've asked to speak today was Elvis Polino, who graduated and played at Blair and has now been coaching with Gordon for the last couple of years as well.
Pavy, you are a phenomenal coach, great role model, and inspiring human being. You have earned this celebration here today. Being both one of your players and then coaching alongside you has taught me many life lessons. I have seen you win a game being down more than 8 runs in the last inning. As long as there's one more out to be made, you know you can still win the game. So I know you're a survivor I know you're a winner and a survivor. What I like about baseball is that it's a team sport. You know, you have 8 other guys with you trying to accomplish the same goal. So look around you, Pavy. We're all here with you. Finish your game with one more out to be made. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Adam. And thank you, Elvis. Gordon and Laura, before we give the microphone to you, I'd just like to say that we embarked on this project a little while ago, a couple of months ago, with a fundraising goal to pay for the installation of the bronze plaque on the dugout wall and the charitable donations that Gordon has designated for the Southern Poverty Law Center and the Vietnam Veterans of America. We set a fundraising goal of $1,500. We thought we could meet that goal, but that was our goal, and we were committed to it, and we knew it was a bit ambitious, but we thought that was a good goal to set. I'm happy to say that right now, as of this moment, we have tripled that amount of money. We've collected a tally right now of $4,460, far exceeding our $1,500 goal. Gordon, that just shows the great level of esteem and the love that we all have for you here at Blair and in TPSS baseball and the Thunderbolt community. Gordon and Laura, the microphone is yours.
I'm going to be speaking for Gordon. I just found out today that a lot of people call him Pavy, so this is what Pavy has to say to you. Words cannot express how I feel today. What has been a labor of love for me has already given me more than I put back in. It's great to see so many former players and their parents in the stands. When we decided to share living space, Laura lived in Rockville and me in Silver Spring. Laura understood that I could never leave Silver Spring. Every time we would go out into the community, a former player or the parents of a former player would stop me in the street and we would spend time catching up. There's no way I could give that up. In the 20 plus years of spring, summer, and fall seasons and winter clinics, only 2 teams I coached managed to go undefeated. One was Adam's team. But win or lose, coaching youth baseball, being part of the growth of young boys into young men has been the most rewarding experience of my life. Thank you again, and see you on the ball field.